specialists. In that way, they keep on sending it to specialists, referring them. General practitioner will examine the body, will ask you questions about what is bothering you. Once they finish the initial examination, they will need further examination to deal with that part of the body. Oncologist deals with cancer, and there are so many specialists in the world. If you have problem with the left nose, the doctor of the right nose will not do it. He will send it to the left nose. It's going to come to that extent. All that I am trying to say, too much of specialization have made us scared of every problem that we encounter. No, we better have to check it out. They have to go and check it out. You are referred to a cancer specialist, you are referred to a pulmonologist, you are referred to all different persons. They do further tests and then they give you prescribed medicines. That's what is going on in the world. Disease as is ruling the world. All over the world, we are scared of the germs. We are scared of corona. We are scared of COVID-19. It may be infective. You put on the mask, put on all the, and wash your hands. All these instructions are coming in, and we are obeying without fighting for it, without arguing about it, without thinking about it.
Sir?
Let them do whatever they are. Washing the hands is not wrong. Breathing, be within your house is not wrong. Keep social distance is not wrong. It's okay. We don't have any objection to that part. But where it comes, identifying corona diseases or any other disease for that matter, what do? They do a diagnosis and they say if the corona germ is not present, he is declared corona negative. And he is having all the symptoms of corona, coughing and wheezing and high temperature, all those body pain. In spite of that, he is declared corona negative. A person who doesn't have any symptoms, he is declared corona positive. What do the germs do? The whole world is scared of the germs. The whole basis, hypothesis is germs cause disease. Is it true or not? There is a big movement going on. Movement of those people who have realized it, who have come out in the open and want to fight this issue. Because the entire world's economy is affected. In one way, it's a blessing for us.
Sir?
Because so many industries are closed. Yes. Industries are closed and nature has become beautiful. The river waters are clean and the air is clean. So we are enjoying nature better than before. And now we are only coming to the medicine part of it. The medicine given to kill the germs kills the good bacteria first. So in nature cure, how do we deal with it? We keep the cleanliness of the body, cleanliness of the atmosphere. In and out, we should keep it clean. When there is cleanliness, hygiene promotes health. That's all we know. We don't care about what the other systems are. We don't care about how they deal with disease. All that we have to care now is to tell you how we deal with any situation. There were corona patients who were allowed to come to our center and they were treated through nature cure. We had permission from Pollachi's sub-collector to conduct a camp for the awareness of how to prevent corona for each person. And we found people are learning it and they're able to be free from this problem. The entire story is about how to deal with problems. The story is that health promotes hygiene promotes health. That's all. Keep your intestine clean. Make sure that your bowels are moving every day. And if you're taking care of that, if you do a lot of exercise and your circulation is good, then you don't have that problem at all. You don't even have to entertain fear. Before entering nature cure, There are three requisites. Vishwasa Shastra Siddhante Bharanyasa Paratmani Bhaira iti Vittetat Trayam Manasa Bheshajam. The treatment begins from the mind. What is the treatment? Believe in the truth expressed in the Vedanta. Vedanta includes all the Vedas, four Vedas, and all the Puranas, all the Upanishads, and including Tirukural and any other scriptures that belong to any other religion or culture. All the scriptures say the same thing. They pass on good message. So from all the information tells us again that if you want to be healthy, have healthy habits. That's all. If you have healthy habits, disease will go away. And if disease comes, observe it, the same rule for prevention in a certain measure. That's all. If you follow the preventive measures in a stricter manner, disease, if it has come already, it will go away. That's so simple as that. So we are not challenging any system, medical system, but we are only saying that we have dealt with corona patients successfully following the natural system without using any medicine. And we have all dealt with preventive measures, and all our followers are free from this problem. The same thing I am addressing here, that we should propagate and tell the world that there are methods by which you can protect yourself. These are very important messages which we should, each one of us should take the responsibility of spreading this message. Coming back to nature cure. In nature cure, we believe our body is made up of 5 elements. Use of these 5 elements in a manner that we will benefit our health. We should eat positive food. We said positive food, this is the earth element. And then water element, we should know how to drink water, how much to drink water, when to drink water, all these things we should know. How do we use water to remove pain from the body? Hydrotherapy. There is a number of applications. 185 hydrotherapy applications are there by which you can remove most of the pain. There is a patient suffering from severe pain in the lower abdomen, right side. That is a problem. So immediately what do? People rush them to the hospital, emergency ward. And what do they do in the emergency ward? They cut the appendix. If the appendix is not there, there is no more pain. They stitch up and send it back to you. The name appendix was given to mean that it doesn't have any role in the body to play. That's not true. Later on, they found out that appendix is particularly placed in a place in the colon where there is ascending colon. Below the ascending colon, in the lowest portion, appendix there is a hanging small part. Particularly in that part of the body, that's the only part of the body where the food is traveling upwards. The entire body, food is either coming down or moving on the side. The transverse colon, the descending colon, everywhere it's either side or down. Only in the ascending colon, food is trying to travel upwards. And that's the only place where God appendix. Appendix is supposed to secrete some lubricant so that the movement, upward movement becomes easy. So without understanding the importance, people cut off, and people who have lost their appendix, they have digestion problem for the rest of their life. So from digestion problem, many other problems creep in. So let us come back to use of the 5-fold food elements. Ether is used by fasting. Air is used by better breathing and doing exercise, pranayama, and allowing air to touch your bare body. All those things can be done to maintain health. And most importantly, we have to remember and remind people, don't use shampoo or soap on your body. This leaves a thin layer of emulsion which covers the pores of the skin. The pores of the skin should be all the time. The skin breathing is more important than the nasal breathing. We breathe 90% of our breathing through the nose, but
Sir,
10% through the skin. But if it's closed and our skin breathing is stopped, the person can die. There has been so many instances where the person was paid cold all over the body and the person died. So don't use shampoo or soap because that covers the pores of the skin. Don't use cosmetics that covers the pores of the skin. Keep it clean. Use natural product. Keep all the pores open. So that's one thing about the air element. Then we come to sun element. Sun element is telling us to use sunlight to touch all parts of your body, bare body. In today's world, showing the bare body is becoming very difficult. We don't have privacy in our houses. The norms of the society demands that we should wear clothes. So there are ways of doing it that we teach in elaborately in the classes. But here all that we have to say is parts of the body which are not normally exposed to air, they are exposed to sunlight, should be given importance during the sun bath, where we should expose our private parts and other parts of the body which is usually covered to be exposed to direct sunlight. Once we do that, we will experience a great difference in our health within days. Even the moment when you take sun bath, you experience an exhilaration, you experience joy. That's why we should always listen to our granthas, Vedas. Vedantic scriptures say so many things about the benefits of sunlight. The science tells us that with the help of sunlight, our body converts sunlight into vitamin D. Ergosterol is a fluid below the skin which is converted into vitamin D. That's the only information. But we know that our hemoglobin improves, our blood becomes red blood cells improves, and so many other things happen with the help of sunlight. Our eyesight improves with sunlight, our body's circulation improves with sunlight. So many enzymes that's needed in the body. In spite of the best food that you eat, without sunlight we cannot make those enzymes. B12, for instance. Vitamin B12 is very, very essential, even though it's liquid in a small quantity. But without this great havoc. A certain pregnant woman who was vegetarian was told that she lacks in B12 and she has to eat some meat in order to get the B12, because there is no food in the vegetarian list which has got B12 in it. So you have to eat meat, they said. Then she asked me, what do? I don't want to eat meat. Can you help me? Can you suggest something? I said, ask that doctor if you can eat the meat of a cat or a dog or a fox or any other carnivorous animal. The doctor will say, no, you can't eat that. You have to eat the meat of a cow or a deer or some herbivorous animals. You said just now that no vegetarian food has B12. So how did these animals get B12 in their body that you are asking me to eat their flesh? Dr. Stanton, don't ask me all that question. This is what is the truth. It's not there, it is here. That only brings us to the light that we are not eating herbs. We are eating only cooked food, processed food all the time. So there is a deficiency in B12. If we start eating fresh vegetables, if we start eating herbs, and if we start eating fruits, our body, with the help of sunlight on our body, synthesizes B12, only B12, the thyroid secretion, and other enzymes in the body, the insulin, and so many other things can be generated by your own body if you combine with vegetarian food and sunlight. Sunlight is very, very essential for us. So there are so many issues like that. Next to sunlight comes water. How do we use water? Some people tell us drink 8 glasses water, 2 liters of water, and all those things. But we don't have to do all that. Drink water only when you are thirsty. You become thirsty because you cook your salt. If you don't cook your salt, you hardly need to drink any water. So, say that water is essential for us. Yes, eat foods which has got more water in it, naturally. When you eat fruits, fruits have got 80 to 85%, even watermelon has 90 to 95% water. We don't have to, that quality of water in the fruits is and vegetables, they are much superior to any bottled water, any waste water that you get in the earth. So water is also of a good quality and you don't need to drink a lot of water. All the requirements of the body can be met by eating fruits and vegetables. And you will not feel thirsty. If you don't feel thirsty, you don't have to drink water. But if you are thirsty, take a little water, put it in the mouth, hold it for some time, then swallow. Warm it up and then swallow. It's necessary to warm it up in the mouth. Some people take warm water or hot water to improve their bowel movement. You are putting hot water in the wrong direction. The urge is to be in the other end and you are putting it in this end. It doesn't help, it only produces disturbance. It makes the throat and other nerves weak. Cold water, heated and warmed up and then swallowing, it helps. So there are ways of using water for shower, for pains, wherever there is heat. If you use cold water to cool that spot of the body, the pain goes away without stopping the healing process. If you put medicine, the healing process is stopped and you will get rid of the pain. But that should not be done. You should only use water for cooling a particular part of the body so that the pain goes away. So there are so many ways of using water. The spinal bath, the toner, the tub, and so ablutions. I was telling you about the appendix. Yes, the person who got severe pain in the lower abdomen was given ablutions from the water. It's a continuous stream of water touching the pain for a long time, like 5 to 10 minutes. By the time completely he was free from all pains and he went to sleep. And then he was given fasting for a day and tender coconut water for the next day. But he was given a number of times tona. Tona is a mini enema can with which we help the bowel to remove filth by itself. We just cool one small part of the rectum, a large, sigmoid colon, and the convection current travels through the whole intestine and it cools the bowel and makes better bowel movement. By doing this, we are ensuring that our body is cleaner and becomes healthier. So next comes the earth element. Whereas the 4 elements is directly food, earth element is not directly food. Earth element is derived from the food that we eat, that grows on the plants, that grows on the earth. That's how it is. So the food should be plant products and it should be one which can be eaten alone. How do you judge which food is better? Any food that can be eaten alone without any side effects and comfortably, that's the best food that we can take. So there are so many other practices, like I said, eat only when you are hungry, chew your food thoroughly. All those guidelines are plenty. So I can go on and on. Now I want to stop again for questions. Thank you. Sandhya?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. This is an enormous wealth of information that we've been getting today. So yes, we do have a couple of questions in the chat box. So the first one here is from Monica. What kind of diet can follow when affected with PCOD?
Well, PCOD is not just one issue. PCOD is what it has come out to be, but before that, there are so many other issues which became the cause for PCOD. When you check the website, you don't know what the cause for PCOD, but we know wrong lifestyle leads to so many other things. So we change the lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle. Take a lot of vegetables, raw vegetables, without salt, without lime. That will change the body chemistry. So many polyps all over the body, so many cysts that forms is because of extra acid in the body. So if those cysts will be dissolved by taking alkaline foods. If you increase the intake of alkaline foods and in the raw form, you will not have any problem continuing. Within a short time, a month or two, all the PCOD issues will go away. The best is to resort to at least one meal of raw vegetables without salt, without lime. Other things include running regularly. Running regularly means our elimination activity will be improved. All the diseases, not only PCOD, are the cause of accumulated filth. If you do the filth will be removed in time, more efficiently, and you will be free from the disease. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Nisha wants to know how we can keep diabetes in normal level.
Diabetes, they say. So, horrible condition if we don't take care of it. There are three outlines, major outlines. Eat foods which have got materials out of which the body can generate its own insulin. What are those foods? Many of them, but mainly ash gourd, the white pumpkin. The skin clean, but inside it's white. And that has got materials out of which the body can generate its own insulin. Bilva leaf, triple leaves which are offered to Shiva as puja material. Bilva leaves are another. And all the cucumber family, they all have materials out of which the body can generate its own insulin. Then sprouts. When you have mung bean sprouts or lentil sprouts, the sprouts also always have materials for so many enzymes in the body. So these are the ways, have foods which will provide material out of which body can generate its own insulin. Then eat foods which does not need insulin for its digestion. What are they? All the well-ripe fruits. Only if you eat one kind of fruit at a time, you will get the benefit from eating the fruits. So all the fruits can be eaten by us because we need sugar in the body. Sugar from fruits are the best form of sugar, and one kind of fruits will not disturb the digestive tract, and we will be able to consume that any quantity provided you chew them thoroughly. Second, the requirement is finished. Third, but not the least, is fast. Don't eat any food for short durations so that the pancreas can repair itself. So that's an outline for diabetes. But it's also supplemented with plenty of exercise. All the 5 guidelines I gave for health moving, that has to be followed here also. All diseases are one. Treatment for all diseases are also one. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ilan Karthikeyan is asking this. They've heard that, the statement that we should drink water more. What are the pros and cons of this statement?
When you say anything and more means bad. Appropriate, optimum temperature, correct quantity is the answer. How much do we need water in the body? They say more than 80% of fluids in the body. We have water in the body, so we need to eat a lot of water, drink a lot of water. All of them say, yes, we agree there. So we are doing. Source of water is what is important. If you take it from fruits and vegetables, the source is the best. It gives you the best kind of water. Best kind of water comes from fruits and vegetables. When you take that without salt, then you don't feel thirsty. If you don't feel thirsty, don't thrust water into the body because you need to take a lot of water. You are overloading your kidney. And when the kidneys get overloaded, they work bad. They become bad very soon. You're urinating white urine and it's not even doing its work properly. So we have to think about all those aspects and make sure that we drink water in small quantity and slowly. If you want to drink water, hold every sip of the water in your mouth for some time until it warms up and then you swallow. In which case, the water will not be dangerous and you will not be able to drink a lot of water. Body will get satiated, satisfied, which will say soft. You will not be able to drink more water. Okay, next question, please.
I think we have time only for one last question.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we will not be able to address all the questions here. Okay, so to wind up
I promise to come back another day.
Sir, I want to ask something, sir.
Can we will keep it post the session. Let's finish the official session and then we will take the final question. Sorry, I understand you want to talk to him, but let's just finish the session first and then we can take your question personally. So the final question of the day would be naturopathy and natural hygiene. Is it the same system of medicine?
That's a wonderful question. Pati means symptoms. Any system that is addressing symptoms of a disease is not scientific. Popularly, more than 150 institutions in India teach naturopathy. And natural hygiene is another school which has been designed by Acharya Arun Sharma, completely derived out of Vedic scriptures. And in that system, he tells us that our life depends upon lifestyle. If you improve our lifestyle, it will be better for our life. So what do? We don't try to cure a disease. We don't worry about the symptoms of a disease. We list them all. We write down all the details. We get the vital statistics of a patient when he comes. We take the medical history, all his case history. We study it thoroughly. But finally, when it comes to treating the patient, we don't cure a disease, we don't try to cure any disease, we try to improve health of a person. That's all we do. When we do that, we have to also make sure that he does not take some other medicines along with nature cure. When he wants to come to nature cure, he should first give up all the medicines and then come into natural hygiene. Natural hygiene is a process of improving internal and external hygiene through natural means. That's it. And what's wrong in that? And we are able to deal with everything, every situation without any medicines. We don't have to mix methods like acupuncture, Ayurveda, homeopathy, a little bit of this, little bit of that. We don't have to learn pharmacology to withdraw the medicine gradually, wean the medicine. We don't have to do that. When we say, when you stop all the medicines, there will be no risk at all. Why no risk? Because medicines, the word medicines is a term which is not needed by the body. We don't need medicines. We only need healthy food. That we will provide. Subtler the food, higher its potency. That's what we do. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for being so patient with us. And I know we've really exceeded the time here, but you've been very generous with your time. You've been very patient with us. Few of the audience here would love to know how they can get in touch with you, sir. In maybe to join your training, to attend your camps. How can they get in touch with you, sir?
My email address is mahayoga99@gmail.com. You can write your emails to that and we will answer all the letters that come.
Can you repeat that, sir, if you don't mind?
Mahayoga99@gmail.com.
All right, gmail.com. I'm posting this in the chat box for the audience to please take note. You can contact him with your queries. Unfortunately, we could not address all the questions here, but I think this calls for another session with you, sir. Definitely, we would love to have you with us again. I think the audience also would love to have you back. There was a request to get you back here. Maybe very soon we will bring Arun Sharma, sir, for another session. Thanks.
I'll be so happy to come back.
I'd now like to invite Ramana Balaji, sir, for the vote of thanks.
Thank you very, very much, sir. There are no words for me to express our gratitude. We are so lucky that we are able to get you for today's session. And, I'm not able to express my joy because I'm overloaded with information. I'm overwhelmed with the knowledge, what you have shared right now about fasting and about following your body, how it reacts. Just follow how it reacts for everything. It brings a lot of awareness to me. Even in dance, we talk about awareness. Be aware of yourself, and whatever you are saying, it's like reinforcing it to me, and it's brilliant to hear it from you, the parents and students. Thank you so much for participating in Rock Talks, and I thank the entire team of Rock. And my only request to all the lovely our well-wishers and friends and the parents, I would recommend you all to explain to your friends and your colleagues to come and take part, come and attend Rock Talks, because our main idea is to have a beautiful community with eminent speakers like Dr. Arun Sharma. So thank you so much, sir. I'm saying it from my bottom of my heart. There's no words to express the kind of knowledge you shared today. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Welcome. I just want to add one thing.
Sure,
that dance is a very good form of exercise, and that not only entertains us but also keeps our circulation best. And the secret of our health is very good circulation, and you are circulating your message also very well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Requesting the audience, please do not go anywhere. We have one more special performance waiting for you. We're going to close the event with a bang. We have with us Advik. He is a 5th standard student of SBOA, and he's the senior kids batch from our Kilpauk Center. Advik, can we have you here? Advik?
Ma'am, I cannot.
Yes, Advik?
I'm not able to switch on the video.
You're not able to switch on the video. Just 1 second. Let me try. Okay, now I think you will be able to. Yes, Advik. You will have to unmute your audio, sorry. Unmute your audio. Okay, Advik, are you ready? Let's get straight to the performance. Okay, fine. Music, please. such a privilege to have Dr. Arun Sharma here with us. And we will be back with another exciting session next week. So take care, good evening, good night. Arun Sharma sir, actually there is one person who was very eager to talk to you. I hope you don't mind.
Okay.
She's been very eager to say something to you. Madan Raj, I think you wanted to say something, right? Yes, please. Yes.
Yes, for my mother,
Yes.
she got a back pain. So what should we do?
Sir,
Back pain?
yes, sir. For back pain.
Yeah, she could wrap a wet cloth around her waist and for 20 minutes and the pain goes away. If it still persists, then we have to let her get in touch with me on email and I can explain further. Immediately a wet towel around the waist exposed to the air for 20 minutes and that will remove her pain immediately.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Wet cloth?
Yes.
Okay.
She's been very eager to ask you this, sir, for quite a while, and I didn't want to disappoint her. That's why we took this
Very
final
nice,
final
very
question.
nice.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.